Hey everyone, Brian and Jeff with WorkshopAddict.com, and today we're going to go over DEWALT's new DCD797 Tool Connect Compact Hammer Drill. We are going to pull out the Milwaukee 2702 to give you some comparisons. At the end of this video, we are going to go over the Tool Connect, how you can adjust this drill, and kind of the special stuff that it gives you if you're interested in using that app. Now, what we're going to go over is some quick specs. You have 460 unit watt output. What's that mean? Watch the video, we'll tell you. It's a 2-speed drill, 0 to 550 RPMs on setting 1, 0 to 2000 RPMs on setting 2. You have 14 clutch settings that are all manual settings, so when you drill in, you'll hear this drill kind of have some gear grinding. Is that what you'd call it?
Yeah, I'd have to agree. That's the best way to describe it. It sounds like gears grinding. It's not electronic clutch, it's the old-fashioned one.
No different. A lot of people like them compared to the electronic clutch, but I think I prefer the electronic clutch over that.
And they're a lot quieter.
They are
smoother.
And they stop automatically. So this also has a 1/2-inch metal chuck that is different from the DCD996 or 997, but it is similar in a couple ways. We've had no issues with this. If you want to look at size of these, they call this a compact. You line them up.
They're very, very similar in size. I mean,
1/2-inch here, 1/2-inch there.
at the most.
So
it's not really compact.
If you're looking at this tool saying, you know, it is priced cheaper, you're giving up a 3-speed compared to the 996, 997, but at the same point, I think you could do 90% of all your drilling tasks with that drill.
Correct, I'd agree.
As long as you don't need a side handle, this drill will do it.
And the bits that we used, I think we were going as far as we could without a handle.
Yeah, that was designed for safety in our testing. We started out with a 1/2-inch drill bit, just standard twist bit, going through wood, not an issue at all.
DEWALT and Milwaukee both performed the same on that.
We had to step up to the 3/4-inch spade bit in a 2x6.
And we had a problem with actually both the DEWALT and the Milwaukee as far as them cutting out, mainly because we were using a self-feed bit, and once the hole gets filled with shavings, it kind of binds up. You can't pull it out to clean out your hole.
Once you get to the end, the DEWALT had a little bit more problem than the Milwaukee, but we wanted to step up that test a little bit more, go to the 7/8 inch in a 4x4, and there the true colors came out.
Yes, I mean, the DEWALT performed, they both performed well. The DEWALT's a little faster due to the RPMs, so it went through a little better than the Milwaukee, but the Milwaukee seemed smoother, if that makes any sense. I mean, the DEWALT was noisy and bounced around where the Milwaukee just seemed tighter.
I think that's true, and you can hear it right when you pull the trigger. That end, it sounds like something's rattling around in there, and you hear that in a lot of different DEWALT drills, but I don't think that it's too much of an issue. With this, I think the RPM's it. You had 1,800 RPMs in the Milwaukee. We're still on speed 2, so there's a little bit more power. We moved up to the 1 1/8 speed bore bit, and this is where we started to get the drills hot.
Once again, they both, the Milwaukee and the DEWALT, performed very well.
They both cut out. The longer we use them, the less they perform.
And there again, a self-feeding bit which does not allow you to clean your hole out.
But at the same point, they would bind at the end, but as we got to the last couple holes on each one, they would start to cut out mid-hole, back out, go back in, and that's part of this 2.0 amp hour compact battery getting hot.
They felt like they were getting hot.
And sluggish. As we got through this, that's kind of where it was. So at the end of that test, we cut everything back. The DEWALT actually had 2 out of 3 bars. The Milwaukee had 2 out of 4 bars left. So somewhere in there, they're probably close, but per the fuel gauges, the DEWALT had a little bit more fuel. We switched out batteries and came back with a 1 3/4-inch self-feed bit. This thing is big for these drills, as big as we want to go without a side handle, speed 1.
Dropped it back into a 2x6, and DEWALT, Milwaukee both performed remarkable for a bit of this size. We were even drilling through knots, and really it didn't affect it at all.
No, we did 10 holes with each drill, basically not giving it a break, going back and forth. And they seemed to get warm, but they performed well. There's a definite speed difference again in this in low. You have 0 to 550 on the DEWALT, and you have 0 to 450 on the Milwaukee, and you can tell the speed in the drilling. There's no doubt.
Definitely, when you have it in your hand, that 100 RPM makes a world of difference, or the 200 on the high setting. You can tell that difference in the drill.
So as far as cutting out wise, in low, we never had an issue with it. I think that's about as big as a bit you're going to want to get into without a side handle. And I think the RPM difference is the only thing that made the DEWALT cut out once in a great while in the other tests. We moved over to metal quick with this. The 2 speeds on this drill, you're going to be great with anything that you're going to want to get into metal-wise without the side handle. It performed flawlessly. Now, we'll go into the Tool Connect system. When you get this, factory settings, basically your 1, 2, and 3 on the bottom are just going to change your light. That's it. It's going to be the lights off, the lights on at 30%, lights on at 60%, or the lights on at 100%. There's a home setting down there, but you will have the same drill settings throughout. So we'll walk you through how to change that. Once you have the DEWALT Tool Connect toolbox downloaded and you go through and connect your 2 tools, name it, you can go inside. It'll tell you the temperature, the battery, where or when it was last seen, the version that you're using for your firmware, and some also tool diagnostics, which are interesting to see when it was first paired, how your cells are doing. The total run time is we have 29 minutes, 2 seconds on this drill with 347 trigger pulls. The last shutdown, we've had this cut out quite a few times, and we've changed a lot of batteries. It's not showing. You can see an instruction manual, and there's different things for lending the tool out so you can keep track of it. If you want to go over to actions, this is where you can start to change different settings as to disable it as it gets out of Bluetooth range. But your tool settings are here. It's going to give you that warning to read the manual and tell you that you need to connect the tool by holding the connect button for 3 seconds. Now you're inside. These are the basic settings. You got your home, 1, 2, and 3, and this is how they come up. You can look at the light. On 1, it's off. And you can look at the timer. Once the LED light comes on, it stays on for 20 seconds. If we go over to 2, the light here is at 30%. We can save that. On setting 3, the light is at 100%. When we go back to setting 1, what we're going to do is drop this guy down to a slower speed. So we have 228 RPM on low, 800 on high. We're going to turn the LED light on to 50%, save it. Setting 2, we're going to go to a 400, 1400 in the light at 50%. Setting 3 is going to be the light all the way up. Nope, that's setting 2. Setting 3 is going to be full speed, light all the way up, timer, light delay. We'll still go with the 20 seconds. Save this, and we can go back and have this thing set up. So we're going to back out of this guy. It'll update our device. And you're now ready to use everything just as you set up. Now you can set up different alerts if your battery is low on charge or if you get out of range. I guess if you're working somewhere and your tools tend to walk off, the out of range could be there. The battery low on charge might be interesting, but that's one of those things where you're connected to your phone. And I think being connected to your phone all the time with this could possibly be a way of deterring productivity. I think to me this is set it up once and walk away, but everybody's different. So if you use the Tool Connect or not, you have the options to go through and change your drill. For me, I wish they would have gave us some settings that were factory settings, like setting 1 was a little bit slower, setting 2 a little bit faster.
Something pre-programmed.
You got 3, and basically it only changed the light. Either way, if you use it or don't, it might just be a one-time setup. Set it up how you like it, move on. One of those things. Now, the one thing that we did have with this drill is the chuck. It
has a lot of movement and
it
play.
does. It moves in and out. It's a solid 1/4 inch, maybe a little more. I'm not really sure why that's there. It's, you know, we used it in hammer mode, just like the 996. The hammer mode is pretty loud.
Very loud.
But I don't know if that has to do with the hammer drill or if that is just normal. The other Milwaukee has a very slight, maybe an eighth of what this has. If you look at the new larger Milwaukee drills and the new larger DeWalt drills, there is no end play, and those are hammer drills. So is it a quality thing? I don't know.
Using the drill, it felt like one of DeWalt's cheaper built drills, but it performed all right. It sounds and feels like it's a cheaper drill.
I've heard people call this the homeowner entry line, and that kind of bugs me a little bit because I think that this can handle 99% of the tasks
I
that
agree.
everything else is, but it is at a lower price. Either way, you can see what it'll do compared to the other drills you can see what it'll do compared to the Milwaukee anyway. Compared to some of your other larger drills on the market, it's not gonna have the same gusto, but I think you're gonna get things done. The side handle is basically what you're missing. If you're looking for a new drill, this isn't a bad choice. You can also look at the Milwaukee that's out there, depending on what battery line you're in. We probably would have got a little bit more power out of these if we would have put the larger battery packs in them, but these are supposed to be compact drills, so we didn't. Make sure you follow us on social media, check out our different giveaways that we have on YouTube, and give us a like in this video and subscribe. As always, thanks for your time. Have a great day.